Good day, future engineers. On our discussion of this time, breaks sa kadali sa ato ang estimation, and then let's have some discussions on, yes, we have the different types of contracts, estimates, and the reading of the plans. No, ato na ikuan itakol karon before we proceed with our next discussion on quantities. So this time we'll be talking on the estimates and the contracts. Okay. We have these terms, no, drawing, specifications, and rates. And this time no, we are going to at least define this aron mas masabtan na to ni sila. Unsa ni sila? So we have drawings, specifications, and rates. Drawings are complete and fully dimensioned drawings, such as the plans, elevations, sections, and other details of the building or work in question. So, may nitag drawings, no, we are referring to the and engineering, architectural and engineering design plans. So, and then if you notice, the definition here is making on a complete and fully dimensioned drawings. So it is very important nga si architectural and engineering, no, we call this the DAED, the detailed architectural and engineering design plans. Oh, yeah, acronym ano is DAED. So they should be complete and fully dimensioned. Nga naman kung naikulang, maglibog si contractor unsaon niya pag-perform, no? If wala po siya naka fully dimension, mao po na maglibog si contractor unsa may sukod aning specific nga kani siya, no, dimension. So this should be complete, no? We have the plans, elevation sections, and other details for the building or the work in question. Unsa man po ning specs or specifications? Um, Detailed specifications gives the nature, the quality, class of work, materials to be used, quality of the material, their proportions, and method of preparation. So kanimo sa specifications, tanan ni siya, no? Material, quality of the material, the work, how is it going to be performed, kung sa mga requirements nato. So sa specifications, daghan po na specifications. Kung natay complete set of drawings, we should have also a complete specifications. No, there are architectural specifications. Unsa nga roof ang gamiton, what are the gauge or the thickness, no, we have the dimensions, unsa nga tiles for this specific location, for that location, unsa ang ceiling, etc. These are specifications, no, and this should be presented in the plans, no, along with the plans. So in the plans, we have the complete set of drawings and as well as specifications. In the structural specifications, daghan yapon present in the structural specifications. No, we have the design criteria, the codes that we need to use, kana the strength, compressive strength of the concrete required for this specific project, the yield strength of the rebars for this project, no, the yield strength of structural steel that we're going to use for this project, so on and so forth. These are specifications that should be present as well, no, in our plans. Aron makaibalo pod si kuan contractor unsa ang compressive strength they required for this project, unsang yield strength, etc. As well the method of preparation, no, na siya dira gyapon. It is being presented there in the complete set of detailed architectural and engineering design. And then rates, unsa may pasabotan ng rates, sir? When you nitag rates, this refers to the various work, materials to be used in the construction, rates of the various works, materials to be used in the construction, wages of different categories of labor, skilled or unskilled, and cost of transportation charges to be used for preparing an estimate of work cost. So in a detailed estimate, so right now, di ba, in this term, in the midterm, you are going to quantify. Now you have the quantity and the material cost. In the final term, you will also consider the rates of the labor and as well the equipment and transportation charges as part of the requirements of this course. So, when you tag rates, so we have the rates of various works. So, as previously mentioned, ang usa ka project, it will be divided into work and kada work is naasay rates or price, di ba? And as the materials, of course, there are rates for the materials, no? labor, pila to magasto for the labor of this specific work. And then the hauling, no, the cost of transportation. This is part of the preparation later on for the detailed unit price analysis in the preparation for the program of works. Now, kani, we have this actual finished work. So, diba, prior to construction, si client, or di ba naman ito yung mga pre-construction. So, di ba we have the QS for the client and QS for the contractor. Now, karon ibutan na to, there is QS for the client, and then prepare na tanan, no, there are already the DAED and the quantities. So, there is the cost there, and you are the contractor. Now, for the billing, aron mabayaran mo, you need to naman na sa inyo kasabutan nga pila na ka% of work done. And then ay mo mabilingan first, no, second, final billing, etc. So saan man na pag-measure? So of course, you're going to measure that percentage according to the actual finished work. So saan man ani mo pag-measure? So laylay ang pag-quantify ana, depende. Now we have for example, excavation. Unsa man ang quantity for the excavation? The quantity for excavation is in cubic meter. So, saan man yung pagkuha? That is just the length times the width times the thickness or the height or the depth. That is in cubic meter. Kung pila na itong nakalot, multiply lang nimo, and then you have already that actual finished works for excavation. As of date, to date lugar mo yan na lugar. Now, there's also another, we have this area of cross section and the length. Now, for example, unsa man ni siya? Sa beams lugar nga work, di ba? Concreting and combination na. Concreting na lugar, final concreting of the beams. So, pwede siya nga cross-section and then times the length. So, and then i-compare na rin mo sa total, di ba? You have i-compare na mo sa total, you are already this percentage for this work. And then, another also, we have this length times the width, no, area nga quantity. So, sa mo po niya, for example, painting or plastering. Plastering, painting, they are measured in square meters. So sama na mo pagkaibalo. So you just get the area, no? Just the length and the width of the wall nga napintalan, or let's say sa plastering baka, the length and the width of the wall nga naman nagplastiran for the actual finished work. Ano naman na siya, actual finished work is just the quantities nga nahuman na ninyo og trabaho mo. Ano na si actual finished work? And since lele ang quantities, we have cubic meter, there's square meters. Actually, we have also length, and then we have the number of units. Now, for example, doors. For the complete construction, the building requires 10 doors. Buta na to, 5 ka door 1, 3 ka door 2, 2 ka door 3, nga na. So as to the number of units, di ba, actual finished work, then kunan nyo, okay, this set of doors were already installed. That is the number of units. And another is naputi quantity, no, according to the weight or the mass. So generally this applies gyapon sa kuan, sa kabilya or structural steel. Nga per mass baka ang ilang kuan, no, per kilograms. Bila na ang kilograms of steel installed. So these are part of the actual finished work. So lalay na siya depende sa quantity. Now there are several types of estimates. Pinakauna is the preliminary or approximate estimate. So sa maning kuan, preliminary or approximate estimate. So atong lain nga tawag ani is rough estimation. So ang purpose lang gyud ani is to give the owner, no, or to give us an idea unsa kay possible nga cost sa usa ka project. So this estimate helps the client or sanctioning authority to make decision of the administrative approval. Unsa man i-pursue ba nato? Makaya ba ka sa gasto? Ana. Maning purpose ni approximate estimate. So sa man sa pamaagi ani, so si approximate estimate is di ba i-compare ni mo ning current nga project nga buhaton with similar works. So nga na siya. For example, si client magpabuhat og residential building ana. Ingani ang number of stories, ingani kadako. So imo rin i-approximate based on your previous what do you call this? Experience. Generally, this type of ingani kadako nga balay Naning area mo cost yun siya around this millions of pesos. So depende po na siya no, nailaylay nga kuan pamaagi pag-estimate, rough estimation. And ang pinaka-common is in kanang per area nga estimation. And then we have also the second one kaning detailed estimate. So if you, di ba, we have the rough estimate and then pag yun ni client, sige, sige, ato nang itry. But take note ha, kani si rough estimate, it doesn't mean nga exact yun siya. Pwede nga dako ra gid kay put ni siya si approximate estimate or pwede po nga medyo gamay-gamay ra siya no, compared sa actual. Depende man po na siya sa work involves, di ba? Nga na. After that, and then makakuan si client, sige, let's push through or si sanctioning authority mo siya, sige, padayon na to. And then, and then to you have the preparation of the complete set of drawings. And then, after that, you have the preparation of the detailed estimate. Sama na din siya. So, this is prepared in detail prior to the invitation to bid. Sama na siya no pre-construction before the invitation to bid. Dapat na na detailed estimate. So, the whole project is divided into subworks and the quantities of each subwork are calculated separately. Sa mo ni atong ikuan. I'll discuss this further in the succeeding discussions or video discussions. The dimensions of the required work are taken from the drawings of the project. Okay, we have the third type of estimate, revised estimate. So this is prepared if the estimate exceeded by 5% due to the rates being found insufficient or due to some other reason. So there are revision or revised estimate. And then we have the maintenance estimate. Now, these are estimates sa mga maintenance of structures, road, building, and others. So though generally, no, kani silang revised maintenance can be detailed yapon. Depend ko lang gini sila, minimal lang gid nila. Wala man sa maintenance is not specific quantities. So more likely nag-focus ang estimation nato diri in the field with the rough estimation and then as well the detailed estimates. Okay. So first is okay, I'm going to discuss this in the this one diri na lang. So we have this is the approximate estimate. No, this is the construction cost of a house in the Philippines 2023. Take note, by the way, this is a photo from the Stan Firm Architectural Consulting Services. And mo pa ni siya, this is the rough estimation. So si rough estimation, if you remember, di ba, generally we base them according to the area of the structure. So saya po diri there are four types of kuan. Actually, this is the same residential building and then nasa upat ka kuan according to completeness. First is we have bare, second we have the standard, and then elegant, and then si luxury. So sa may kalainan ani nila. So may nga nitag bare, ang floor is smooth finish lang. Ang wall is rough cement finish. Ceiling, walay ceiling. Window, standard jealousy. Mo ang bare. Walay tiles. Ang salog, ang wall is rough finish lang. Walay alkuba. Ang bintana, jealousy. We call that bare. Standard, okay, sa man yung standard, sir? Si floor na anay tiles, no? And then, ang wall na to is napintalan na sad, semi-gloss latex paint. Si ceiling na anay ceiling napintalan, and the window, aluminum and glass casement or sliding window. This is the standard, no? One story, ano ba? And then, ikatulo, we have the elegant. Ano sa man po ning elegant? Ceramic na tiles, and then naka fiber cement, no? Ang kuan, na mga walls nga naka-ceramic tiles. No? Aside nga na pintal, napoy tiles ang wall. And then for the ceiling, like ng class, we have fiber cement, board, in metal frame assembly, PVC panel, etc. And si kuan sa window, we have this kaning aluminum and glass awning sliding window full size. Yung ito full size katong dagko na. And then luxury, of course, mga kuan na ni katong mga mahalo na jud kaayo, kompleto lugar gid kaayo. So you can see this in the drawing. Now, unsaon man ni nato pag rough estimate based on ni sir? So depende na according to the budget lugar of the client. Now, for example, as si client medyo apiki jud sa iyang kuan. So iya lang sa is importante na alam si matukod no ma dingding maatupan. So puta na to kani sa bare. Let me zoom out this one. Okay. Sa bear. So sa man, so you can see ang estimation diri is 25,000 to 29,000 per square meter. So kana siya si buta na to 29,000 pesos per square meter man. And then i-multiply ra nimo sa floor area of the building. And then that would be the rough estimation for that specific building there. How about standard? Kana nakatalas ng salog, na-finish ang wall and then napintalan, standard lang. So, pwede po kanya itong gamitin nga rates. No? We have the 30,000 to 34,000 pesos per square meters. So, kani po siya is, buta na to 34,000 per square meters. Sino siya ni-multiply sa total floor area. So, may ganitang total floor area. Sir, pasabot na sir ka ng total floor area. So, total floor area, mo ni siya ang total nga area ni first floor, second floor, no, plus third floor, kung pila man na ka-story, etc. And the total floor area, imo din i-multiply diri, that will be the approximate cost or the rough estimate para sa gasto of that specific building. Ano lang na ang concept ni approximate structure. Now, the next one nga type of estimate is we have the detailed estimate. So, sa detailed estimate na gani, may nga detailed estimate, dili na ni floor area atong istoryahan. You need a complete set of engineering design plans. Kaya dili man ta magbase sa to estimation. And then afterwards, we have after the complete set of design plans, we have the detailed quantities. And after the detailed quantities, we have the preparation of the program of works and a detailed unit price analysis. No, aron ko makaprepare na dayon for the bid, no, for the submission of your proposal. Ano lang na siya for this types of things. So in the next discussion ako ipakita sa inyo no kaning engineering design plans unsay naa diri, unsay expected, di ba? What else kanang unsay present in the engineering design plans, and then sample of detailed quantities, and then the POW and the DUPA.